Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we're going to have a look at Luna, we're going to have a look at Mirror Protocol and this small, tiny, insignificant $90 million DeFi exploit that went unnoticed because it was so small. All jokes aside, I mean, how does this stuff even happen? Real world, how does this stuff happen, especially in the world of crypto? This is just beyond me. But we will sort of discuss some of the reasons why I'm not too keen on DeFi protocols. One of the reasons is stuff like this, and it's going to really open some of your eyes, so definitely worth watching till the end. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button. It really does support the channel and we really do appreciate it. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Let's get straight into this. Okay, so we're going to start by having a look at CoinMarketCap and have a look at Mirror Protocol, which is only up 4.94% at the time of recording, ranked 581st by market cap at 32 cent. And if we go back and we have a look at the last 3 months, it's really sort of pulled back, probably in line with the market really. But ultimately there's an exploit that I want to sort of come through and talk about, right? Obviously, this has come to light because of what is now known as Terra Classic, Ponzi scheme, rug pull, whatever you want to, whatever terminology you want to use, ranked 213th by market cap. It's ridiculous. But ultimately, they've released Terra 2.0. and or Luna, as it's now known, ranked 2,810th by market cap, and it's at a whopping $9, which again, for a project that is off the back of something that's the CEO, the previous founder, is being investigated, surprises me that it's even at this price. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on Terra Luna. So a $90 million DeFi exploit on Terra went unnoticed for 7 months. 7 months, and $90 million is not a small sum of money, is it? Let's be honest. I mean, I would quite happily just have maybe 10 of those $90 million. But yeah, it is what it is, right? And let's sort of dig into this article. The exploit was accidentally discovered by Terra community member last week, and it's been confirmed by a security analyst, BlockSec, right? So this is 100% factual information as far as I understand it. And the individual that actually highlighted it was somebody called Fatman on Twitter, right? And it's really interesting. Seems to be like a bit of an insider, so it's definitely worth reading some of the posts from Fatman on Twitter. Do give them a follow. But in October 2021, DeFi application Mirror Protocol.
Do you ever feel like this using Ethereum? 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 Network offers lightning-fast transactions with low fees, so you can do more of the things you love to do in crypto. We bring the power of Web 2 on-chain, paving the way for next-gen ideas. Like NFTs that change based on your video game scores, or automatic airdrops for everyday things like sending tweets, shopping online, or just ordering delivery. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 Network delivers a faster, cheaper, and smarter experience for Ethereum's next billion users. Get started today.
Come to a $90 million exploit on the old Terra blockchain. It's really hard to say old Terra blockchain or Terra Classic. It doesn't flow very well. It went completely unnoticed for weeks, actually, in fact, months. Now, Mirror Protocol allows users to take long and short positions on tech stocks using synthetic assets. It was built on the Terra Luna ecosystem, which collapsed earlier this month, which collapsed earlier this month. Its main stablecoin lost its peg to the US dollar, dragging its sister token Luna down with it. The blockchain has now been revived through Terra 2.0. I'm going to label it shitcoin until we get some sort of use case to go with it. Maybe I'm just being closed-minded. Let me know in the comments below. The exploit was discovered accidentally by a Terra community member known as Fatman. He has been the one that has been most vocal, I guess, against a lot of the stuff that's been happening, right, when it comes to Terra Luna and UST. Security firm BlockSec, has basically said that, they've checked it out and this is exactly what's happened, as being articulated on Twitter. So yeah, really interesting. But basically, how did this happen? I think this is the point that everybody wants us to get to, right? Whenever somebody wanted to bet against a stock on Mirror Protocol, they had to lock up collateral, right? That's a given, including UST, Luna Classic now, and M assets, right, for a minimum of 14 days. After the trade concluded, users could unlock the collateral to release the funds back into their wallet. All of this was done with the help of a smart contract generated ID number. However, due to a buggy code, the Mirror's lock contract allegedly failed to check when someone used the same ID. So basically, you use this ID in order to withdraw your funds, but you could withdraw the funds more than once with the same ID. It's basically what's happened here. So this is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if it's just one person that's done this or whether this was perhaps done multiple times by multiple individuals. So, it was something that took place in October last year. I just think this is really, really ridiculous. I think it's unbelievable that stuff like this can happen. Like, that seems like something you would check when going live. And this brings me on to the point of why I'm not so keen on a lot of DeFi protocols. Right now, I'm very big on, I say big, one of I put a lot of weight on teams in the projects that I invest in, because without a team, you haven't really got a product, right? You haven't really got a product without a community. So those two things I do sort of weigh up quite highly, right? And with a lot of DeFi protocols, not all of them admittedly, but with a lot of them, the team is anonymous in a lot of cases. So that's always got me like on the outside, not really wanting to be involved. The other thing is we're really, really early, right? And I think with a lot of these smart contracts platforms, there is a lot of risk, especially when you're locking up capital. Now, I do use some DeFi protocols, but I really look at the team and their experience, and stuff like that. I think that the team is just so important, and the technology is also really important, and the team is part of that. Can that team create an immense technology? Have they run failed projects in the past? If the team's anonymous, you can't look into any of this stuff, and they're just super high risk, right? It only takes an employee or a rogue CEO to basically hit a kill switch and pull all that money out, right? So for me, it's one of those, you've got to be really, really careful in this space. It's really, really early. There's lots of bad actors in the space. And I think it's really important to make sure that, you're doing your own due diligence on a lot of projects. I really wanted to bring this up to sort of highlight some of the things that do happen that are still happening and probably going unnoticed, maybe small amounts of money. But this stuff is happening regularly. Wherever there's money locked up, there's a reason for a hacker or a bad actor to try to get at that. And that's why I like to keep my cryptocurrencies and altcoins on like a ledger device, for example, off of exchanges, not sort of building up in liquidity pools on protocols, DeFi protocols and stuff like this. So, I think in these bear markets, we're going to start to see lots of projects start to fail as the months and weeks go on. We're already seeing protocols dropping their tokens on their own communities because they can't get VC funding. There's lots of stuff happening in this space. I think it's really important to keep reviewing the projects you're invested in, you know, making sure that the roadmaps are kept up to date, that the teams are on track with their roadmaps, and ask questions of the teams, of the projects and the altcoins that you're invested in. I think this is really important to do. I think ultimately there's some fantastic, you know, gems that are up for offer, but you've got to do your own research and you've got to keep an eye on the projects. I hope this video was useful and educational in some way. So just let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. Really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.